have kerosene in the bottom of a bowl or whatever, and it burns out. No more kerosene left,
Oh
bro.
man.
It was over. Listen to me, bro. All I could think about was quit. Fake it till you make it. I had to fake it till I make it. I never forget, man. That's when I knew it was over. When that dude hit me right in my left eye, I ain't want to play, and I'm done. I'm done.
Welcome to another episode of The Next Arena. And, I don't have a ton of guests on, and I probably won't. But I had to have my guy, Freddie Mac, come on because he has such a powerful and interesting story after he finished playing in the NFL. Fred McCrary came out of Mississippi State back in 1995. He played 12 years in the NFL. And in one of those years, he ended up winning a Super Bowl with the New England Patriots. We were teammates 2 times with the Saints in 1996, and then once again with the San Diego Chargers. But man, he's such a interesting guy. He played fullback. Like I said, he played for 12 years, which is incredible. He's won less than 1% of NFL players play 12 or more years, and Freddie Mac is one of them. But he talks a little bit about the moment he knew that he was done with football. And then we also talk about the transition that he had and the new identity that he had to understand and how he changed to his next arena. So I really can't wait for you guys to have a listen. Here we go. Welcome to the next arena, Fred. Man, I just want to jump right into it because everybody, we talked about you in the intro, but man, take me back to a moment, man, when you knew football was ending, right? Was it a decision? Was it an injury? Was it a conversation? And then, man, what was going through your head when that reality hit?
Well, I remember a particular play. Seattle had picked me up because Matt Strong went down or whatever. And Milk, honestly, I thought I was done, right? And they called me. It goes, Fred, are you in shape? Yes. Oh, man, I'm in great shape, Milk. I had been in the weight room to the past following year. All I did was eat Waffle House and take my kids to school. Man, I was so out of shape, Milk.
You didn't run, you didn't do no heels, you had no trainer. What's up?
I thought it was over. Nobody even calling my agent. So I was like, man, I'm good. If it's over, okay, I'm good with it. So Seattle come calling. Mike Homer. And Jim Moore was out there. My head coach was when he was with the Falcons.
Oh yeah.
He knew what I could do. So Milk, listen. I bought me a membership at the gym in Seattle.
Okay.
I bought me a membership so I could work out at night.
So this was
was
this the off season or during the season?
Oh, during the season.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They brought me in on Tuesday. I played Sunday.
Wow. That's how it be,
So,
yeah.
But this how I knew it was over. I played a couple games, 5, 6, 7 games, and we was playing against the Rams. And I ran in. I said, I'm gonna blow this little dude up. He wasn't that big. By then I had learned all the techniques. I knew how to attack people. And I remember getting up saying, I don't want to do this no more. Hey, my face was ringing, ring. My face was ringing. And I got back to the huddle, like ain't nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But it was funny. The rest of that game, all I could think about was never playing again.
Oh, is that right?
That's how I knew it was over.
And that was year what? 12?
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
My 12th year. Like I was like, I don't want to play no more. You have kerosene in the bottom of a bowl or whatever, and it burns out, it
Yeah.
burns.
Yeah.
Milk, when no more kerosene left,
Oh
bro.
man.
It was over. I knew it was over. So it was easy. I was like, I don't want to play no more anyway.
That's it.
That dude hit me right there.
Yeah. Right in the eye. Huh.
I was like, man, my brain saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, quit. Like,
Yeah.
just, you done. So I was on the sideline. Listen to me, bro. I was on the sideline when the defense was out there. All I could think about was quit.
And this is
Me?
what week? What week was this?
Week 8.
Week 8.
Week 8.
So you
7.
halfway through the season.
And all I can think about is I want to play more. But I want that money. I wanted that money. So you know that old saying, fake it till you make it. I had to fake it till I make it. I had to get them checks now.
Get them checks.
Milk, I never forget, man. That's when I knew it was over. When that dude hit me right in my left eye, and I ain't want to play.
That was
I
it.
was like, man, I'm done. I'm done. I'm good.
Dude. So
I remember that.
wow. So man, I see that big ass ring you got on.
Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to put that on camera. My bad.
You gotta get the people what they want. So man, so you won a Super Bowl. And for a lot of guys, man, that's the peak. And the thing they chase their whole career, man. How did standing on that mountain shape what you went through and what was next? How was that next?
Well, when you're a perfectionist, you win the Super Bowl, you reach the top, the pinnacle of what you're trying to do in your sport, in your profession. Then after you get there, Milk, it's like, now what?
Yes.
It wasn't as gratifying as I thought it would be. But the challenge of trying to go repeat that drove me more than anything. Then I got cut. I got cut.
Yeah.
After that, I went to the Falcons after that. But it drove me to want to try to repeat, but I wasn't able to do that. But then the Falcons picked me up, and everything happened the way it's supposed to happen. You know.
There you go. Yeah, that's good outlook, man.
Yeah. Hey, I know this. Every place I've been, the next place I went was always better. It's the craziest thing ever, Milk. Every place I've been and got cut or released, the next place was always better.
Love that.
So that's how you know God is real. That's how you know your faith is real. You know what I mean? That's how you know you got a divine path, you know? So I just trusted that, and man, I'm truly, truly blessed, bro.
Man, that's so cool, man. So talk to me about like once you finished, like did you like have a plan on that you was going to do once you stopped playing? You know, because a lot of cats, I know I was one when I retired, man, I wasn't thinking about work. I was kicking it. I was playing lots of golf, taking my kids to school, going to work out when I wanted to work out. And then I finally slowly kind of got into this, okay, what am I going to do? I don't want to work for anybody. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. Well, what the hell does that mean? You know? And I kind of figured that out by talking to different, you know, guys, you know, former professional athletes and whatnot. Did you already have a plan, or because you had a crazy route when you finished ball.
I always knew I wanted to be, well, when I first retired, I had my trucking company. You know, I had Colonel McCrary Trucking, it was called. And we had like 28 trucks. I owned like 28 trucks. A big, like 67-acre rock fort. It was awesome. No, 87 acre rock fort. And we had that thing going 24 hours a day. Like we had 2 shifts. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Then the bottom fell out. You know, when the market crashed or whatever. And that was a shock. Because I learned the business while I was playing, but nobody taught me what happens when the market crashed. What do you mean the market crashed? What that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah.
They say business stop. You don't get paid. Look, I never forget. We had $5 million of receivables out that we never got paid. $5 million.
Oh, so you did the
Never
work.
forget that.
You
We
did
did
the
the work
work,
now.
and they didn't pay. They couldn't pay.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Sue them? They didn't got no money.
Dang.
Yeah, it was rough.
How
Then
that even come into, like, you thinking, or you were doing that with trucking or rock curry? Like, how did that come in mind?
listen, believe it or not, I met this guy on the golf course. At my house where I was living in Woodmont in Canton, Georgia, Woodmont Golf and Country Club, and that we kind of hit it off. He was in the Army, so that's the colonel, and I'm the McCrary.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's how it all started on the golf course. And Milk, listen to me, we had it rolling in because we had a different concept. We pay you now, we pay you by the week. Instead, if you send me your invoices, and we'll collect our money on the back end.
Mm.
We had every truck in Atlanta want to work for us.
Wow.
Oh man, I got some pretty funny stories about that stuff, boy. Them truckers are different breeds now.
Yeah.
They're different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different cats, boy. I'm telling you. But I learned a lot. But at the same time, I was suffering with a little depression too. My head was, I had really bad headache. And I was married at the
You
time.
played fullback for 12 years in the NFL.
Yeah, man. So
No joke.
I was trying to balance that. Then when the market crashed, it went downhill for me for a bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I got into counseling and went to see therapists, and I had to be there for my kids, you know what I mean? So I got to do something.
Yeah.
So I took the necessary steps to try to get better, you know what I mean? So
that's good.
I'm proud of me.
Yeah.
For, doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not too many cats, man, do that, man. We try to be that tough guy.
Try to mask it.
Yeah. Man, so, man, there's a version of every retired, not just NFL player, but every retired, like, professional athlete who coasts, and a version of you who reinvents. What was that? What was the moment you decided you weren't going to coast?
Coast? What do you mean, like
just chill, like I was doing when I finished playing?
Okay. Hey, listen, I did too for a minute though, Milk. That first year, boy, I ain't do too much of nothing now.
Okay.
Waffle House, triple scrambled with cheese, grits, with sausage. Yeah, so every day. Once I knew I didn't want to be a homebody. It was my wife and I at the time in the house at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like this that much.
Yeah.
I need to find something to do.
Yeah.
So I got into wrestling. I was doing basketball.
Like high school, like middle school, like what?
I started off with youth, like little kids.
Oh, okay.
I started with youth, then I went up to AU, then I went to the high school, then I got into football. I wanted to be the first. This was my goal, Milk. I wanted to be the first player in NFL history to rep a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. I wanted to be the first.
Okay.
But, things happen. It didn't quite work out like it should, but I put the TV on mute most of the time because I like to watch the refs. It's funny. Like, I know everybody do, so it's pretty neat.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
And so you refed in the SEC.
Yeah. Ref in the SEC. I ref high school. I ref in the MEAC. I ref in the Sun Belt, and I ref in the SEC.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, man. It is. I would have been in the NFL if my benefits didn't get approved.
Okay.
Because I got denied. Look, I got denied first time now. So I needed to have a way to make a living.
Yeah.
Yep. So That's how that happened.
Okay.
So
What?
it was a funny story too, Bill. It was funny as hell.
I bet.
So
Yeah.
I could tell it's funny. So I got proof. My lawyer, his name is Dave Levine. He was like, Fred, you got denied the first time. We go try again. So Milk, I was out playing golf. Listen to this, dog. I was playing golf, and he kept calling me. So I finally answered the phone. What, man? He was like, whoa, Fred. Whoa, calm down. And look, I was playing, man, as it is. I don't want to get insult the injury, right? And he goes, calm down, Fred, calm down. He says, check your email while I'm on the phone right now. I said, okay, hold on. I go in there. He says, open it. And I open it. It was a letter from the NFL saying, you have been approved for your total and permanent. I say, well, I'm sorry, Dave.
TMP. Ooh.
I'm sorry, because you're this hard to get.
Yeah.
It's hard to get, but you got look. I beat this old brain of mine up.
Yeah.
My body, fingers broke, nose broke,
Yep.
hip, knees, shoulders, every pose.
All that.
Dude.
Ain't no joke.
All for the love of the game.
Right? Yeah, man. That's something.
I would have did it different though. If I had to do it over again, I would have did it different. I would have tried to knock everybody out.
Okay.
I got used. You know how I used to play.
No.
I was a bat out of hell. I was running in there trying to kill people.
Yeah. It's different now.
I got scrambled eggs up there right now, Mick. I got scrambled eggs.
Dude.
Scrambled eggs up there, bro.
So, man, you talked a little bit about like entrepreneurship, and it's, I mean, it's brutal, you know, in a way that the league isn't. Like there's no playbook, ain't no coaches, no guaranteed contract, man. What's been harder than you expected? And then what's been easier because of what football taught you when it comes to entrepreneurship?
What's been the hardest is
harder than expected. What do you?
Harder than expected.
Yeah.
Not knowing the unknown. Depending on somebody else to help you, and them not being there, and them not coming through for you.
And these are friends, employees.
Employees, yes. And some friends too. And some friends. I've been backstabbed a few times, Mike. Look, I've been stabbed in the back, you know, from people you'll never think would do it. But it happened. And I was sitting there saying, I would never do you that way. But everybody's not like me. I had to learn that. And I learned, and in business too, Milk, I know this. It's a lot to keep up with. The taxes and the employees and their social security numbers and oh my God, it's nonstop.
Yeah,
it's nonstop. But I enjoyed it because I think I'm a leader. I don't want to work for nobody, Milk. I want to work for me. You know what I mean? And I think I'm a good person to work for because I'm fair. I treat everybody good. I laugh with them. But at the same time, I get on your butt if you're not showing up and not doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So I'm a good boss. And sometimes people take you for granted. Take that part for granted for being too nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's been my biggest pill to swallow is people screwing you over and you're good to them. That's my biggest. I think that's my biggest. I think I would say, you know what I mean. That's been rough on me. A lot of sleepless nights, bro. A lot of sleepless nights. And man, why would people? Man, God, really? Like, why? What?
Yeah.
But that's all part of the learning curve.
Yeah. And man,
it's all part of the learning curve.
Speaking on that, like on the opposite end of that, like man, who were like, I don't know, 1, 2 people who you aligned yourself with like early on, and what?
Well, my stepdad was instrumental. Because growing up, I watched him. I saw how he worked and how hard he worked and how he was real frugal with his money and how he treated people. How he always treated people with respect, and he always did the little things to make his company do well. So I used to watch that, and I used to be like, man, this dude, because he got it out the mud too, Bill.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
Yeah.
He just got it out the mud. And man, I respect him so much for that, man.
Yeah.
He would have given it for me and my mom.
Man.
He made a way. Trust me.
Yeah. See,
he made a way for us.
Ain't that something, man, when you have people who maybe you didn't choose or maybe you did choose, and man, they become like a mentor, even if they might not have known it.
One other person, I would say, it probably was Sayal.
Okay.
Junior. Yeah. I talked to him, and even though he wasn't the best businessman, he was a good businessman. But he gave me little nuggets to say, how to handle yourself, how to conduct yourself, how to always watch your money, how to always take care of your business. Like little nuggets like that he's like,
yeah,
buddy, remember those?
Buddy.
Buddy, remember those?
Yeah. Hey,
yes.
Hey, so check this out. I'll never forget. It was one of my first, it was a preseason game. I just joined the Chargers. You've been there for a couple of years. And I was coming onto the plane. Now this is like, I'm in my 6th year. So I've laid the foundation, but spent a little money, got a little jewelry, a little clothes, you know what I'm saying? And I never forget, man, I'm walking on the plane, and buddy, he always sat in the front, right? So he was the one that was clowning, or he was talking about, man, I walked up there, I had my little Rolex, you know what I'm saying? It was gold, had diamonds all over the place. Freddie, come on now. And he said, he looked at me, he was like, hey, Alex, is that a Rolex? I was like, well, yes, it is, Junior. It is a Rolex. That's a Rolex. I said, yeah. He said, why you put all that shit on it to devalue it? Man, that's like having a Bentley and then you putting some 24-inch rims on it. It's a Rolex. Dude, he made me feel, dude, he hit me right in the belly with that. And I couldn't say anything. Hey, Fred, the next day, I still got this puppy. I went back, traded in, got me a plain Jane.
Plain Janes are worth more. Bust down.
All that, look at that. With all that stuff in there, man.
I got all those diamonds, and a plain Jane worth more than all that. Yep. Because you're altering the original factory stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I would have bought me a bust down too, like a dummy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trying to stunt. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It ain't worth a quarter. I'm sitting there saying, God.
No, look, now you got to wear that with stuff that don't even go together. Now you look like you stick out like a sword. Hey, you either rapper.
Hey, I got me a Timex, bro. I got me one of them Swatch Timex and just put that on.
There you go.
As we get older, we don't care as much. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We don't care as much.
Nope.
I don't care about none of that stuff. But Milk, man, I really appreciate what you're doing, man. I like this social media platform, your podcast. You see, I comment on all your stuff.
Man, you do, man. It's
yeah, man. I support you, man. I love what you're doing. You keep it up. I like when you used to go talk to the schools. Do you do that anymore?
You know what? I haven't done it, and I probably do like once or twice a year, where I talk to a student body. Like I did 2 or 3 last year. But yeah, I do go. I love talking to the schools. Yeah, I think we did that a couple of times in New Orleans.
Yeah, I did. I loved it too, man. I love like teaching the kids, about money and about you think you're making this much money, you better get so my whole purpose in this thing was to preach to them that we need you to graduate, because football don't last that long, basketball don't last that long, and girls sports really don't last that long. So you better graduate. You need an education. You need your master's. You need your, you know what I mean? You need to go make sure. That's something they can never take away. They can take football away. And I'd be like, hey, it's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
Yeah.
If you got something to fall back on, you feel a little bit more secure.
See, and this goes into like my next question, man. Man, a lot of athletes confuse their identity with their jersey. Like how did
Yes.
you separate who you are from what you did? And is that work ever really finished?
That's a great question, Milk. That's a great question. It took me a minute to
It
separate
did
from it.
me. I know it. I know it did.
Yeah, it took me a minute. It took me a long time to separate from it. Honestly, if I'm being completely transparent and honest with you, it took me a minute because Milk, I've been playing football since I was 6.
Yeah.
I stopped at 36.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah. Now who am I?
It- that's all I know is that. So to disassociate yourself with that, I don't think that's a reality. I just don't think it's a reality to totally disassociate ourselves. It's not a reality because Milk, you work your butt off, Oregon first round pick for the Saints, 8, 9, 10 years.
8
Milk?
years. Yep.
8 years in the NFL. Listen, you play youth football, high school. You've been playing football a long time,
Yeah.
Milk. And so, and we got egos. We're jocks, Milk. And so, it ain't easy just to separate from that stuff, man. So it took me a minute, and I'm still associated with it because I do a lot of stuff, a lot of charity stuff. I give back, and they know me as Fred McCrary, the fullback Super Bowl champ.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm number 44, Fred McCrary. Matter of fact,
You ain't nothing, man.
my bad. Oops. It's right there on my radio if you want to see it. But yeah, I had to. I'm still associated with it, and I'm proud of it, Milk. I'm proud of it, man. Milk, you know how hard it is to play 8 years in the pros? What? It's so hard.
Dude, I didn't know this until later. Only 3% play 8 or more years in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hear all these guys getting drafted.
Yeah,
only 3% play 8 or more years.
Only 3%. That's 97 that don't.
That's crazy.
Milk, I played 12. It's like less. It's 1%.
1%. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Really, God? Me? Like, man, that's you talk about blessed now, Milk.
Yeah.
My God, you know?
Yeah.
But listen, I feel it. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel it. Would I change? Would I do it all over again? Absolutely.
There you go. I would do it too, man.
Because look all the friendships we've made, all the bonds we formed over the years, man. Like, we got a special brotherhood, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I support I try to support everybody. That's why I always got a smile on my face, bro. Man, life is short. Life is precious, man.
I've known you for 30 years.
30 years, bro.
When I first started, getting into golf and stuff. Woo. You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah, man.
Look at that white convertible drop top. We could tell you.
You could not. You could not.
I remember that, bro. Yeah, you thought I remember that.
Yeah,
man.
But it's I want the listeners who are they're former elite level athletes, man. A lot of them get caught into like that. Their identity is their sport, and even though you step away from it, it's still going to be it's just going to be a smaller part of who you are. Now it's like,
yes,
I want people to listen to this and how can you leverage that to get you what you want, whether it's another career, whether it's to step on a speaking platform and entrepreneurship and that, or whatever else. It's like, you can use your background and what you did. It just can't be just be it, because that's how guys go crazy. They still live in that, they're trying to live that life, and that life is over.
It's over. But look, what I realized, man, the real world is a different world, boy. It is a different world than what we used to. Everybody at our beck and call, being there. They don't care. A lot of people don't even know who you are.
That window closes pretty quick, don't it?
Man, you got to know how to conduct yourself. Yeah. You got to know how to talk to those people.
Yeah.
You forgot. Look, it was multi-millionaires, billionaires. They don't care. They're like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's light work.
Fred McCrary? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Now back to work.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's different. It's different, man.
That's crazy.
It was even in rapping, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
In business, it was different. My company was different.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I had to learn how to shut up.
Okay.
That's what I had to learn how to do. I had to learn how to shut up and listen and take notes and take it all in and not think I know it all when I really don't know too much of nothing.
So
I had to learn that, Milt.
Yeah. So the same stuff that you probably did when you was a rookie, when you come into, you had to be quiet. You gotta.
I mean, that's a great correlation. That is a great correlation right there. It's the same thing. Be quiet. Watch the veterans. Watch how they work. Watch how they do things.
Yeah.
So in my trucking company, I had to learn that. Refereeing, I had to learn that. I was like, man, these people know what they talk about. I'm out there like I know what I'm talking about, Milt. I'm out there like Ray Charles. What can't I was all over everywhere, just can't see nothing. But I was humble enough to say, wait, hold on. Man, these cats been in this stuff for 10 years, 12 years. They know what the heck they talk about. So I had to do this.
Zip it.
All right. Writing notes down. Go study a little film. Oh, this is what he's talking about. So you had to relearn it. So pretty much, I'm coming in at entry level.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yes.
A lot of us can't handle coming in at entry level.
You're so
that's
right.
Big problem for a lot of former athletes. Not just our sport, all sports. Coming in at entry level and learning what you have to do. Oh, man, listen, I played NFL, I played NBA, I played Major League Baseball. I'm up here already. But you're not.
Yeah.
You got to learn these ropes.
I love it.
So I had to learn that. Man, I had to humble myself.
Yeah.
So I did high school football.
I love it.
Arena league football, what they call the chitlin circuit. all of us in the same car.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Get paid $150 a game. Driving down to Columbus, driving down to wherever, Alabama. All of us packed in the car together. That was some of the best times of my life, dude, man. That was so fun. It was so much fun, dude. It was fun.
That's cool, man.
But yeah, I had to learn how to zip it. Look, if I want to take one thing out of it and not think I know it all.
I love it.
And listen to what those people got to say, man. And that's been extremely, extremely helpful to me.
And man, and that goes into my last question for you, man. So if let's say a guy, a girl, whoever, they finish playing their sport and it's their last down, their last game, and he or she, man, they're listening to this right now. What's the first move you tell him or her to make this week? Not this year, but this week. They just finish up. They're done with their sport. What is something that you'll tell them?
Be proud of yourself.
That's good.
Sit back, take it all in, and just realize that you accomplished something that most people dream about doing. So be proud of yourself. You could be a little sad. You could be a little, down because, that chapter of your life is over. It's come to an end or whatever. But definitely just take it all in and be proud of yourself, man. Thank God that you made it that far. You made it. And the next chapter, it's going to take care of itself. But you got to put that work in to make sure it happens too.
I love that, Fred.
That's what I would tell
Fred, man, I love that because even if you've gone past high school, only 7% of people go on to play a sport.
D1.
If it's D1, then that's even smaller. It's like less than 3%, 3 or 4%. But I think it's important for people to hear that because a lot of us we don't look about what we've accomplished. We think that we have to win a Super Bowl, to accomplish something, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that now. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
But you still accomplish if you don't win one.
Yeah.
You still accomplish now. Especially this new NIL stuff, man.
Yeah, man. I know. I wish I was playing back then. Well, right
I
now,
know,
I
right?
wish I
I
was
know,
right
right?
now.
I know, I know, man. But look, man, it's been a pleasure being on with you, bro. Um, I'm so proud of you, man. Proud of the family man that you are, the amazing dad that you are, the amazing husband that you are, bro. It's inspiration. I want you. I want you. I was like, man, Christian got a good man, bro. They got and Josiah and all the other dudes,
Yeah,
they got an amazing dad, bro. So I'm proud of you, bro, and keep doing your thing,
man.
man.
Thank you very much, man. That means a lot.